March 21st, 2018. Dear Diary, things just seem to be so awkward these days. I just feel like I'm in such an awkward place in life, and it's quite frustrating at times. One would say that the more you focus on the awkwardness, the more awkwardness that you attract into your life, and I feel like that might be my case right now. However, it's hard to not focus on the awkward time in life when that's all that you face day in, day out. I'm just at the point where I'm ready to continue to move forward with or without people. I spent almost 2 years of my life just on pause and standby, waiting for someone else to get their life together and, kind of building a baby. So I'm frustrated, to say the least. I just don't know which way to turn, and I feel like everyone is watching me, and it makes things hard. I want to be successful. I am going to be successful. However, it's just, how am I going to get there? I'm not sure. And I know people look at me and they're like, wow, you've achieved so much. And it's hard for me to look at myself and see all the achievements that everyone else sees. I don't know. Being a 20-something is quite difficult. A lot more difficult than people like to play it out to be. You are kind of stuck to figure out your life without any help because you're an adult, but you're also not an adult and you have no idea what's going on. And throwing a baby into the mix when you're the sole caretaker and, by yourself, that adds a lot, it sucks. I love it, but I hate it. I wouldn't change it for the world, but I would change it if I could, if that makes any sense. I mean, my mom always said, no one chooses to be a single parent, and being a single parent is one of the hardest jobs you'll ever have in life. However, being a single parent has a lot of joy in it. I don't have to share my daughter day in, day out. I get to love her solely by myself. I get to give her all the kisses in the world, and I don't have to share those kisses with anyone else. And I mean, some days I do wish I had someone to share the kisses with, but ultimately I love being able to love her as much as I want to. So, that is a plus side. I'm trying to do this thing every day where I express 3 gratitudes when I wake up in the morning, to make sure that I'm in full alignment. I sit here and I think right when I open my eyes, 3 things I'm grateful for. And oftentimes when people are complaining to me, I'll ask them in that moment, what are 3 things you're grateful for, just to shift their alignment. So I guess 3 things I'm grateful for right now are my daughter. Obviously, she's great. My house, a roof over our head, and my parents for being supportive and helping lead the way when my life, to me, has kind of turned to crap. So, yeah, this isn't how this is supposed to go. I'm supposed to be positive and uplifting and da-da-da-da. I mean, I'm trying to trust in the universe. I am trusting in the universe that everything is going to work out for me. I know that everything that I want and is in arm's reach. However, it's really complicated when you see everybody else living their best life and you're wondering why you're not. I do what I'm supposed to do. I feel like I've always done what I'm supposed to do, but somehow I still attract things that I don't want into my life. And I think that's ultimately because I'm thinking too much about what I don't want instead of what I do want. However, I don't know. I'm just really trying to learn right now how not to love someone that you're not supposed to love. How do you stop loving someone that you care so deeply about? And how do you stop loving someone who once meant so much to you and still does? And how do you stop caring and loving someone when they cross your mind frequently throughout the day? And it's bad for you, and it doesn't mean anything, and it never will, but how do you stop it? That's where I'm at. I feel like if I could stop that, I would be golden. If I could just stop caring. Because I know me caring and me loving is not going to get me anywhere, and it's not going to change anything. However, it's what I feel. And It's not right. And I know a lot of people would slap me for feeling this way. And it's really easy to tell other people how they're supposed to feel, but it's really hard for you to take that advice and know how you're supposed to feel. I feel happy. I'm content with life always. I'm happy with myself and I love being alone. However, being alone sometimes gets draining. I really miss having that person where I could just, after a long day, just sit in bed and just lay in their arms and just know that everything's okay. Having that comfort. Comforting yourself gets old sometimes. I spend all day comforting a baby, and sometimes it's nice to have someone comfort you. It's just frustrating. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how I'm going to continue to do this, and I don't know. I feel like I'm trying so hard to be understood, and trying so hard to be understood is just leaving me frustrated because no one's going to understand me. No one is going to care about me more than I care about myself. I know I have to set the boundaries, and I know that in order for me to move on, I have to let go of what is or what could be and just focus on what I want. I feel like everything that I want is in arm's reach, and I just have to keep working towards it. I need to let go of this resistance in order to reach it, but like I said, easier said than done. I don't know. I'm just trying to keep my pieces together, and I've been saying the word try. However, I know that when you say the word try, that just leaves room for excuses, so I need to say that I am getting my pieces together. I need to realize that my life is together and I'm in a good position in my life. And just because I'm not frolicking on an island right now, that doesn't mean that I haven't succeeded. I am a firm believer that everything happening now is preparing you for everything that you've ever asked for. And if you remain in a state of gratitude and positivity, you will manifest everything that you could ever want. I know that I need to stop focusing on what I don't have or what I don't want and start focusing on what I do want. I'm one of those people who's really good at helping others, but it's about time that I start helping myself.